are on the Oregon Trail and we're going to be working in PowerPoint. So here are your directions. So if you want to look these over, if you want to pause the video and read through them, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll talk you through them. We're going to go to this website, and after you're there, it says find 4 landmarks and create a slide for each. So at this website, it looks like this. You can see the little checkpoints along the way, the famous landmarks. So if you click on one like Independence Rock, it's going to take me to a slide or a link that talks about Independence Rock. So I can read about it, I can see the pictures of it. For my directions, it says write a 2-sentence summary that describes the landmark. So if somebody were walking on the trail, they could identify, yes, that's what he's talking about, or that's what she's talking about. Add a picture for each, and then I'm going to stop there for a second. The next part of the directions are when you are describing this, there are some guidelines. So here are the guidelines. You're a child describing the Oregon Trail landmarks to your family back home. Paint a picture with your words to describe what each landmark looks like. Use vibrant, colorful language to describe each. So, you want to convince your family they made a good choice sending you on this journey. They're worried you aren't getting a good enough education on the trail. Make sure you use your extensive vocabulary to assure them that they've made the right decision, okay? So my example is beginning. If you're to describe Independence Rock, the very minimum would be you're clear. The rock is big, okay? That's pretty basic, right? Developing, the words are creative. So it's a little bit better where it says the rock was enormous. Okay, that's a better word choice than the rock was big, right? It's still not great. Exceptional, the words paint a picture. So if you were to close your eyes and to hear the colossal rock dwarfed our wagons, you can see in this picture down in the bottom, the wagons are itty bitty. The rock is huge. The colossal rock is dwarfing the wagons. It gives you an idea of the immense size of the rock. So with your language in describing all of the different sites on the Oregon Trail, the 4 that you choose, I want you to use very good language and words that paint a picture to describe. Okay? So on the trail, you're going to pick 4. So you can look at as many of these as you'd like, but you click on the link, and after you find one that you like, you say, yes, I'm going to write about this. Read through it, and you're going to summarize it in your own words using descriptive language, not copy and paste, right? So what the slide would look like, here is an example of what the slide would look like. This is for Independence, Missouri, Chimney Rock, Independence Rock. So here I don't have that creative language. I have it very boring right now. Independence Rock is one of the most famous landmarks on the trail. It's a piece of granite, blah, 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 blah. So if I wanted to make it more exciting, I could write something more like this: the colossal rock dwarfed our wagons. I'm not going to type that in because you don't need to watch me write that. So you're going to go into PowerPoint, and you're going to, let me get rid of these, and just double click to make a text box, and I'm going to start typing. This spelling is not right. Wow. This is not a typing class, right? Okay, and I would need 2 sentences about that, so I have my text box in there, right? If I want to, I can go to themes, and I can pick a different theme, and then I need to get my picture in there. So I can just take one of these pictures, and that's fine. 2-finger click, and you can try copy image. Sometimes it works, sometimes that doesn't. It does in this case. If it doesn't, if it gives you a skewed view of what it really looks like, go to Save Image As, save it to the desktop, and then just drag the picture in, right? Okay, so far I have the very short description. Where I would need more, and I'm going to blow that up, go to the home menu, and make my text a little larger. I have my picture, and then I'm going to put a title. So I'm just going to copy, Command C and Command V to paste, and we're going to label this, and we're going to make that a little bit bigger also. Drag it all the way to the end. Drag it all the way to the end. and center it that way. I know it's exactly centered. Okay, looks good so far, right? So you're going to do this for each one of your 4 that you choose. So after I'm here, I'm going to go back and I'm going to find a few more to do. So the next thing I'm going to do after I have 4 of these, so let's say I have 4 and they're all different. This one can be Chimney Rock, and you'd have a different picture, different description. This one could be Independence, Missouri, and this one could be, this one could be Fort Hall. Okay, so far I have 4, and we're pretending they're all different, right? So I'm going to put in a shape then so I can start navigating. And it's just going to say back. Again, I might want to blow that up a little bit so I can read it better. Before I start doing the links, the next step in my directions is to add a map of the Oregon Trail with the landmarks labeled. Create shapes over the landmarks, make the shape 100% transparent, add action settings to allow navigation to slides and back home. Okay, so I'm going to take this picture, copy the image, and go back into my practice PowerPoint here. And I'm going to put in a new slide. I'm going to drop in my picture of the Oregon Trail with the labels of what everything is. I'm going to blow it up and make it nice and large. Okay, so the first, we're going to make this at the top. So I'm just going to drag that to the top. First one I have is Independence Rock. I'm going to grab a shape, and right over Independence Rock, I'm going to draw a box. And then I'm going to 2-finger click. I'm going to go to Action Settings, and I'm going to link this. Click Hyperlink to, Slide, and then it gives me a choice of the slides. And this one says Independence Rock, Fort Hall, etc., etc. So we're going to go to Independence Rock and click OK. So now when I'm in slideshow mode, I have to click this for it to work. If I'm in slideshow mode, if I click on the link, it'll take me to Independence Rock. Magic, right? That's great. So after I'm at Independence Rock, I need to be able to navigate back to my home slide. So this back button, I'm going to 2-finger click, Action Settings. You get pretty good at this by the time you're done. Hyperlink to, and instead of doing slide, I'm going to go to first slide on this one. And now that I've done that for this back button, I'm going to hit Command C, which copies, and I'm going to paste that on the next 3 slides also, and it'll paste it right in place for me. And I don't have to do the action settings for these because I copied it after I did the action settings. So if I were to go in, check it out, it's already hyperlinked to the first slide, so just cut out a little bit of time there. So with this, I don't want a big blue spot back on my home slide. I'm going to 2-finger click, Format Shape, and I'm going to make this invisible. And the way I make it invisible is I have to pick a color. It doesn't matter what color. I cannot do no fill. It has to be a color. Pick a color, make it 100% transparent, and now you can't see it. Hooray! But we still do have the line there. So I'm going to click on the line, 2-finger click, Format Shape, and find the line, and I'm going to put no line. I could also make that transparent, but it's not necessary. So what this would look like in slideshow mode is I would click on the invisible link. I can tell it's a link because I would have the arrow normally and it turns into a finger. It tells me it's a link. When I click on it, it goes to Independence Rock. I can go back. Okay? Then we're going to do that for each one of the slides for Fort Hall, Independence, Missouri, and Chimney Rock. So I'm just going to do this the lazy way. I'm going to click on what I have and hit Command C. Click off of it, Command V. And now I have a second link. We're going to put this over Chimney Rock. And I still have it on Independence Rock. See how it's highlighting? So I'm going to 2-finger click. That way I don't have to go through the formatting again because it's already transparent. I'm going to go to Action Settings and hyperlink to Slide. And I'm going to find the one that says Chimney Rock. Chimney Rock, there it is. Okay. Do it 2 more times, Command C. Click off of it, Command V. There it is. Stick this on Independence, Missouri. 2-finger click, Action Settings, hyperlink to Slide. We're going to find Independence, Missouri. Right there. Almost done. Independence Rock, Command C, click off of it, Command V. And the last one we had was, I think, Fort Hall. I'm going to shrink this one down a little bit because it has a few other things right next to it. I think it was Fort Hall, right? Yes, okay. Two-finger click. Action settings, by now you know the drill pretty well. And we're going to go to Slide, Fort Hall. So when we're all done, we go to slideshow mode and we view this. Click on Fort Hall, tell me about Fort Hall, back. Click on Independence Rock, goes back. Chimney Rock, back. Independence, back. Awesome, right? Only one problem. Right now we have links, we can navigate anywhere we want, but if I click where there's no link, it just advances like a normal PowerPoint slide, and that's a problem. So to fix that, I go to Slideshow, Setup Show, down at the bottom, and then I'm going to browse this as a kiosk, and then click OK. What that does, if you ever go to Walmart and you order pictures by touching a screen, that's a kiosk. You can't click where there's not a link. Here I'm clicking, and it's not advancing the slide for me. It's no longer a PowerPoint, it's a kiosk. So when I click on a link, it'll take me somewhere, but if there's an arrow, it doesn't go anywhere. Click on Chimney Rock, and now we're in business. Hit escape to get out. Last thing I'd want you to do is probably stick your name on this somewhere. So let's not move that, because that would move all my shapes too. Maybe just down at the bottom we can say Oregon Trail by whatever your name is. And that shouldn't be about it. We're going to go up to File, File, Save As. If you're able to do this all in one class period, Save As is going to be good. Go ahead and save it. Otherwise, you're going to need to go to File, Save. I have 1% battery, so that has to be the end of this video.